Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are going to continue our journey in the Lone Wolf Choose Your Own Adventure series of adventure novels. Sorry about that. And we are in book 5. It looks like we're getting close to the end. We have found the tomb of Maj something or other. It's been a few days, so I don't remember the names, and I'm kind of a little bit lost. But we're looking for the book of the Magnakai, which is going to be kind of the capstone of the 5 books that we've been doing so far. So we've made it to the tomb here. We left off on a little cliffhanger of trying to figure out how we're going to get in here. So we got our meal, I think. Yeah, we took our meal. We did all of that stuff. We're at full hit points. We have all of our gear. Everything should be good. So let's go ahead and get started on doing this adventure.
As night falls, your desperate quest begins. The Jayaks pose few problems that you cannot overcome with your warrior skills, for they have been overworked to the point of exhaustion. Only the Drakrim show any sign of vigilance, but even then, there are less than a dozen patrolling the entire crater. Not until you reach the main entrance to the tomb do you encounter any real difficulty. A Drakr stands on guard, his cruel eyes glinting behind his twisted iron death mask. Occasionally, he diverts his attention from the watch to take a drink from a water flask.
Alright, well, we do have mind over matter, so let's do that.
You focus your skill on a nearby spade, willing the spade handle to rattle against the wheelbarrow in which it rests. It only takes a few seconds for the vigilant Drakrim sentry to leave his post and investigate the noise. By the time he returns, you are inside the tomb of the Majhan.
Aren't we just so sneaky?
As far as the eye can see, a long, straight, sandstone corridor slopes away into the distance. Torches crackle and sputter on the walls, illuminating the pictograms engraved in the yellow stone. At regular intervals, rough-edged slabs protrude into the main corridor. You stop to take a close look at one of these slabs and the floor beneath it and come to a frightening conclusion. They are obviously traps, no doubt set off by the Jayaks when they cleared this corridor of sand. Rather than instructing the Jayaks to avoid them, the Dark Lords must have deliberately used their slaves to set them off.
That's fairly typical.
Once the traps had been sprung, the squashed bodies were cleared away and the slabs chiseled through to the next section. Pit traps in the floors seem to have been neutralized in the same way. Set off by luckless Jayaks, they would have been filled in with the dead bodies and leveled off with sand. The thought of this heartless barbarity fills you with revulsion. Just over a mile along the corridor, you eventually arrive at a large stone door. The stone surround bears evidence of chisel work, but the door itself is rock solid. You notice a faint beam of light descending from a hole in the ceiling. It creates a small circular pool of light, a little to one side of a similar hole in the floor. In the wall near to the door there is a triangular indentation, no larger than a gold crown.
Okay, well, we do have the prism over here, so let's see what happens when we do that.
Holding the prism in the center of the beam, you divert the light towards the hole in the floor.
I'm glad we brought that.
You hear the sound of stone grating on stone as the door slowly opens to reveal a large chamber. It is dimly lit, but in the dust that covers the marble floor you can see footprints too numerous to count. As you enter, you suddenly catch sight of a rough stone throne, facing the wall on the far side of the chamber. Behind you the door slides shut with unnerving speed.
Oh, hopefully nothing bad happens.
The throne begins to revolve.
Something bad.
A terrible howling fills your ears, changing almost instantaneously to the growling of a harsh guttural language, the like of which you have never heard before. Words and sounds that the mouths of men could never be shaped to speak roll through the chamber like thunder. It is the dark tongue, spoken by Håkon, Lord of Arnak, Dark Lord of Helgstad. He rises from the throne, the ghastly voice still echoing from his unnatural mouth. A spiked fist opens to reveal a glowing stone, blue flame smolders around its surface, and you can feel the currents of power that radiate from its core. Suddenly, his words change and you hear a tongue you know so well, Somlanding. Look on your doom, Kai Lord. There is a deafening crack, a surge of power, and a fireball of blue flame hurtles towards your head.
Well, this is a critical item. I'm really glad that we were able to hold on to it.
You raise your golden sword just in time to deflect the bolt of raw energy. It screams from your blade and explodes into the chamber wall, gouging a hole several feet deep in the steel-hard rock. The impact jars the somersword from your hand, the blade arcs through the dust-choked air and embeds itself, upright, in the stone floor. You roll across the floor and take cover behind a pillar.
Come on.
Your doom, Kai Lord, spits Håkon, is but seconds away.
I can't afford to give up 8 combat. We gotta try to get that sword back.
You run, half-crouched, towards your golden blade, grab the hilt, and continue at full speed towards the cover of another pillar. Suddenly, a burst of energy leaps from the Dark Lord's fist, exploding into the base of the pillar, severing it from the floor. A tremendous roar fills your ears as you are thrown backwards by the shock of the blast. 278.
Oh.
You run, half-crouched, towards your goal.
You lose 3 endurance points. Håkon's laugh rises above the crash of falling stone until your head is filled with agonizing pain. Sorry, I was reducing the hit points because I'm a fast reader and I always read ahead from where the thing is. We do have the discipline of Mind Shield, so ideally that will save us from something bad happening.
Suddenly, the pain subsides, but the onslaught has only just begun. A mist as black as the grave is seeping from Håkon's mouth. It creeps along his outstretched arm and settles like a cloud in the palm of his upturned hand. Whirling shadow shapes draw into focus, wings and tentacles sprout and take form. A curse in the dark tongue shakes the whole chamber as a deadly flood of horror hurtles from his hand.
All right, we're here into a battle. So we have a combat of 27. It has a combat skill of 24 that gives us a 3 ratio, and it has 40 hit points. This is a fight to the death because it doesn't give us any options for running in the dialogue options down there. So let's go. Round 1, fight. A 5. He takes 9 and I take 2. 9 and 2. Round 2. 5 again. That's 9 and 2. We're smashing the crap out of him, but we're still taking more damage than I'd like to take. A 2. He takes 6 and we take 3. Come on, we're whittling away our health here. 6. 10 and 2. All right, come on. Come on. One more round. One more round. Oop, as I drop my die. One more round. A 6. That's going to be another 10 and 2. All right. So we are down to 18. He is dead. We can clear out our combat. Clear out his hit points and the ratio. And that's that. We do win the combat, though. Oh, now we got to fight him without being able to heal. We're going to use a Lomspur potion. So we're going to go up 4 endurance. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need the hit points. And we might... I'm debating on whether I want to use this this +2 combat. Yeah, we're going to use that. So that's going to give us +2 combat for the... Sorry, I'm going ahead. I see the combat down at the bottom.
As you slay the last of the crypt spawn, Håkon reels back as if weakened by the death of his creatures. You raise the somersword, willing the blade to discharge a bolt of power that will burn the evil Dark Lord from the face of Magnamund forever. The blade shimmers with golden fire, but no searing blast issues from its tip. Suddenly, you realize what has happened. You are beneath the earth, and there is no sun from which the sword can draw its power. Håkon utters a terrible laugh that shakes the floor. A beam of blue flame is growing from the stone in his hand, forming a fiery blade that crackles and spits as it cuts through the dust-choked air. The stench of death and decay fills your nostrils as the Dark Lord prepares to attack.
All right, and it says, unless we have the Kai Discipline of Mind Shield, which we do, we reduce our combat skill, but we do have it, so we don't have to worry about that. So I am going to use this thing. This gives us +2 combat for 1 fight. I'm assuming this is like the final boss. So we're going to use this now to bring our combat up to 29, which will give us a combat ratio of 1. So that'll at least make it less likely that bad, because he's got a lot of hit points. We gotta have the best chance of knocking him down quickly. So that's that. Okay, here we go. Round 1. 4. He takes 7 and we take 3. Come on, we need to roll higher. Why can't I roll anything high? A 6, 9 and 2. Okay, keep going. Another 6, so that's 9 and 2 again. Oops, 9 and 2. Come on, I need to roll high. Where's my 7s, 8s, and 9s? Let's go. There's a 9, okay, so that's 12 and 0. Okay, come on, we gotta smash this guy down. We gotta smash him down. One more hit. A 6. So that's 9 and 2 again. But at least he's dead. So we're down to 13. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. But hopefully this is the final boss and we're done.
You examine the floor where Dark Lord Haakon fell, but there are no signs of his body. The atmosphere is strangely calm and peaceful, as if a great and evil shadow has been lifted. If you lost the Somersword in the confrontation with the Dark Lord, you may now retrieve it. You turn and walk to the throne where Haakon sat, waiting for you to appear. Beyond it lies a portal, an ancient inscription carved deep into the blood-red stone. Below the carving is set the impression of a human hand. Instinct and intuition guide your hand to the door, the carving fits around it like a glove. Silently the portal slides back to reveal your destiny, the Book of the Magnakai. Set on a pedestal, the book lies open, its secrets revealed to your eyes alone. As you lift the sacred book, the very air robs with the vibration of the force locked within its sun-gold cover. With a pounding heart you close the book and hurry from the chamber. By the time you reach the foothills of the Kaneshi, Baindon has successfully completed his mission. He and Tip-Asa are waiting for you. As they see you appear, clutching the Book of the Magnakai, they can barely contain their excitement. This night of triumph, says Baindon, jubilantly, will herald a new dawn of hope for Sommerlund. The Kai are reborn. The quest is now over. You have found the Book of the Magnakai and freed Magnamund from the shadow of Dark Lord Haakon. But for you, Kai Master Lone Wolf, the story has only just begun. Your destiny lies along the path of the Grand Masters. To learn their secrets and attempt the first exciting quest of the Magnakai, begin your journey with Book 6 of the Lone Wolf series entitled The Kingdoms of Terror.
Alright, so that ends Book 5. Shadow on the Sand. We have made our way, we have successfully completed the adventure and recovered the Book of the Magnakai. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually continue doing these videos. 5 books is quite a lot. I think that covers it. Unless I get a decent amount of comments letting me know that you guys want to continue seeing this story. Otherwise, you can go to the website where these are being published. I forget what it's called. I'll try to find out. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can go and participate in these adventures yourself. They're free of charge. They're available on a public license, I guess. Yeah, so that's the story. We have completed our adventure. I will definitely be going on my own to do these, to continue doing these, but yeah, I hope you had fun, I hope you enjoyed the story, and I will see you for the next video, whether that be Minecraft or DCS or whatever it is I decide to move on to from here. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.